Have you ever wondered why some people don't seem to thrive long after 65? Hello, and welcome to Meaningful Living. Reaching 65 is a wonderful milestone, but staying strong and joyful beyond that takes more than just luck. It takes understanding. There are 4 quiet but powerful forces that often work against our bodies as we get older. Most people don't talk about them until it feels too late. And many don't even realize how much these hidden issues are affecting their energy, their memory, and their overall health. Not until some damage is already done. In this video, we're going to gently uncover these 4 real reasons why many struggle to live fully long after 65. These aren't just ideas. They're based on years of medical research and real-life experiences. Once you understand them, you'll see that it's not about trying to live forever. It's about protecting your strength, your independence, and your peace of mind for as long as you can. Please, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more helpful advice. Stay with us until the end because the 4th reason might genuinely surprise you, and it could be the most important one of all. Let's get started. Reason 1. Silent inflammation that accelerates aging. One of the biggest threats to health after 65 doesn't come from outside your body. It starts quietly within. It's something doctors often call inflammaging. This is the chronic, low-grade inflammation that slowly damages your cells, tissues, and organs. It often happens without causing obvious symptoms at first. Over time, it wears the body down from the inside out. This kind of inflammation is different from the swelling you see after a sprain or a cut. It's internal. It builds up through years of stress, processed foods, poor sleep, lack of movement, and even environmental toxins. While it may not cause pain at first, it affects everything. This includes your heart, your brain, your joints, and even your immune system. Think about George, 82 years old. He didn't smoke. He didn't drink. He walked every day, but he often felt tired, stiff, and foggy, even though his blood work looked normal. It wasn't until he visited a specialist that they found high levels of inflammatory markers in his system. No big disease, just quiet inflammation simmering in the background for years. Your body's ability to handle inflammation weakens with age. So, the same things you could ignore in your 50s or 60s, like processed snacks or long periods of sitting, start to take a heavier toll after 65. Inflammation slowly chips away at your resilience. It increases the risk of memory issues, heart disease, and frailty. Most people don't even know it's happening. But here's the good news. Some of the most powerful tools against inflammation are simple and often free. Eating more whole foods is one. Walking daily is another. None of this happens overnight, but every small step helps lower the flame. With less inflammation, your body has a better chance to stay strong long after 65. Reason 2. Muscle loss that leads to weakness and falls. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle every year. After 65, that process often speeds up for many. This gradual weakening is called sarcopenia. Most people don't notice it right away. It doesn't start with big changes. It starts with the little things. You might struggle to open jars. Standing up from a chair might feel slower. Or maybe you start avoiding stairs because they feel just a bit harder. The problem is, muscle isn't just for strength. It protects your balance. It supports your joints. It helps regulate blood sugar and metabolism. When muscle disappears, the risk of falling, breaking bones, and losing independence climbs fast. Take Frank, 84 years old. He was sharp, cheerful, and still living alone. But one afternoon, he tripped on a rug and broke his hip. He had always thought of himself as steady. But after the fall, he realized how much strength he had lost in just the last few years. Strength he thought he still had. What makes muscle loss so dangerous after 65 is how quickly it affects everything. One fall can lead to weeks in bed. Weeks in bed often lead to more weakness. Then sometimes comes the walker, the loss of freedom, the quiet shrinking of a once active life. But muscle loss isn't something you just have to accept. It can be slowed, and in many cases, even reversed. Walking regularly helps a lot. Using light weights or resistance bands a few times a week is also very beneficial. Getting enough protein in your diet is crucial. And stretching gently helps you stay mobile. These small efforts add up, especially when done consistently. It's never about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about staying steady, mobile, and strong enough to keep doing what matters most to you. Whether that's gardening, grocery shopping, or simply getting out of bed safely each morning. Muscle is your body's silent protector. After 65, it might just be the one thing that keeps you living not just longer but better. Reason 3. Poor sleep that weakens the body and mind. Sleep changes as we get older, but not always for the better. Many older adults struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or getting truly deep, refreshing rest. After 65, the effects of poor sleep often start to show up more clearly. This can be seen in your body, your brain, and your everyday life. You might notice this in small ways at first, perhaps feeling more tired during the day, forgetting simple things more often, or getting irritated more quickly. But underneath those symptoms is a deeper problem. Your body repairs itself during sleep. Your brain clears out waste. Your immune system resets. When sleep becomes shallow or broken, these important healing processes get disrupted. Let's think about Alice, 86 years old. She didn't think much of waking up 3 or 4 times a night. She just figured it was normal at her age. But over time, she noticed her memory slipping. Her energy dropped. She even caught more colds. Her doctor explained that sleep wasn't just about rest. It was essential for her brain health and her immune strength. Once she worked on improving her sleep habits, her clarity and stamina slowly returned. Many people assume they just have to live with poor sleep after a certain age. But that's not entirely true. There are simple ways to improve it. Keeping a consistent bedtime can help. Limiting caffeine and alcohol, especially in the evening, is beneficial. Getting natural light in the morning is important. Creating a cool, dark, quiet bedroom can make a big difference. Even light movement during the day can help deepen sleep at night. After 65, good sleep becomes just as important as good food or safe movement. It affects how clearly you think, how steadily you walk, and how strong your immune system stays. It also affects how much energy you have to enjoy the life you've built. It's not about sleeping longer. It's about sleeping better. And making that a priority might be one of the smartest things you can do to stay well. Reason 4. Loneliness and the loss of daily purpose. There's a quiet danger that affects more people over 65 than we often realize. It's not a virus or a disease. It's loneliness. And it doesn't just hurt your heart emotionally. It affects your body physically. Studies have shown that social isolation and a loss of daily purpose can shorten life expectancy, sometimes even more than some chronic diseases. As people get older, their world often becomes smaller. Friends may pass away. Children might move far away. Physical limitations can make it harder to get out and about. Slowly, and without meaning to, many seniors spend more and more time alone. Not just physically, but emotionally. Think of Bill, 88 years old. His wife passed away 5 years ago. His adult children live in other states. He watches TV, makes his meals, and keeps things tidy. But he says some days pass without talking to a single soul. And what he misses most isn't noise or activity. It's feeling needed. It's feeling like someone is waiting for him. Feeling like his presence matters. The human heart is wired for connection. After 65, when social roles sometimes start to fade, like retirement, caregiving, or neighborhood involvement, many people lose more than just interaction. They can lose a sense of identity. That quiet feeling of, why get up today, can become heavy. Over time, it affects immune health, brain chemistry, and even the desire to stay active. But purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be watering plants, writing notes to loved ones, making a phone call each morning, feeding the birds, helping a neighbor. The smallest acts can create rhythm, meaning, and joy. And reaching out, even if it feels a little awkward at first, can often bring light to both sides. Being alone, or solitude, is not the same as loneliness. Finding peace and quiet is actually a strength. But when someone feels invisible or unneeded, their body truly responds. So if you're over 65 or know someone who is, ask this simple question. What brings you purpose right now? And how can you protect that purpose as if it were medicine? Because in many ways, it truly is. Final thoughts. If you've made it this far, take a moment to reflect. Not with fear, but with clarity. Living well after 65 is a true gift. But the truth is, many people don't get there in good shape. Not because they didn't care, but because they didn't know what was quietly working against them. Inflammation, muscle loss, poor sleep, and emotional isolation can quietly sneak in little by little. By the time they show up in full, the damage has often already begun. But knowledge is power. And the purpose of this video isn't to worry you. It's to empower you. To remind you that small, steady changes still make a real difference. The choices you make this week, this month, this year, can truly shape how you move, think, and feel in your 65s and far beyond. So what stood out to you the most today? Was it how inflammation creeps in without warning? Or how precious strength becomes without regular movement? Maybe it was the gentle reminder that sleep is more than just rest, or that being emotionally connected is just as important as any medicine. Whatever it was, don't let it just be information. Let it be a turning point. A decision to keep showing up for your body, your mind, and your purpose. Aging isn't about fading away. It's about focusing. It's about choosing what matters most, protecting it, and letting the rest fall away. You've earned the right to live this stage of life with wisdom and strength. Don't settle for less. Thank you for joining us today on Meaningful Living. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are truly important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.